Hello there and welcome back to the channel. In this video, let's see if we can do a buff duration comparison using the new Yuffie gear and weapons. So first of all, I did pull her gear and I'm really excited about it. Just look at this build. It's so easy to make her super chunky on HP 9,500 because of course her gear has the HP along with the buff that we want to test. And so does this 4-point shuriken. Now watch this, if I put that in the main, which I might as well, but boom, we're over 10,000. I'm just gonna leave it as is. Of course we have even more our ability there, and that brings us to a total of level 5, which is just awesome. 150%. Now, if my math is correct, I'm assuming we take the buff time, times 2.25 to calculate that. So, of course, her weapon, the buff, at least in my current state, is 26 seconds. Now, this is less than the other buffing weapons. They had to balance it somehow, right? But in any case, 26 times 2.25, again, assuming I'm right, 58.5 in-game time. All right. Very cool. So, for comparison, I have the same exact build with Glenn and his buffing weapon instead. And in my current state, it's a 34-second buff. Okay, so higher base. And the cool thing here is we can actually put her weapons in the subs of Glenn. And that's going to affect his defense break too. And this is really cool. So let's go ahead and throw 4-point shuriken in there, along with the Arctic Star. All right, and that will bring his R ability to 3, 80%. So 34 times 1.8 gives him 61.2. That's pretty nice. Well, numbers are numbers. I want to see what it feels like in battle. So let's run a test in all 3 scenarios. Okay, so let's go ahead and run against the Scorpion Sentinel in the experience stage here. And first up is Glenn without any of the R ability in the subs. This is Glenn's regular base 34. And we know the in-game numbers, but I'm gonna run a stopwatch because I wanna know what this feels like in real lifetime. Okay, let's do the buff. And it's active. Timer started. We got poisoned by the mobs. Alright. And of course I'm not gonna do anything with Cloud because I don't want to kill, I just want to see how long the buff lasts. And I think what we're going to see here is that the boss animation time doesn't count as in-game time. That's actually pretty cool. And yeah, it looked like Glenn tried to refresh it, but it still wore off at about 40 seconds. Okay, let's kill and test again. All right, so let's come in here and throw those Yuffie weapons in the subs. Again, this is going to bring him to level 3 on the R ability. Okay, buffing. And it's active. Now, in the last one, I was worried that maybe Glenn stacked, but as long as we see Cloud's buff stays at mid potency, we'll know that he didn't refresh or extend, because it would have gone to high potency if that were the case. Heal from Aerith here. Oh, I bet it was a materia heal. Alright, timer's running. Looking and feeling pretty good. Okay, here we go. Buff is off, and I'm at like 108 or so. Cool, let's kill and test again. That's amazing, actually. These sub-weapons turn my Glenn into a support god, because I do have an OB6 piece of cake, the defense break weapon, if I have that right. And it's gonna apply to that, too. All right, same test, same conditions, but now with Yuffie and the maximum R ability that I can achieve, level 5. Of course, her base being lower, 26. Let's see how it goes. All right, here we go. Boom. And of course, we want to see how long it lasts without her stacking another instance. So as long as we see it stay at mid potency, we'll know. I do love that shuriken animation. Very cool weapon. Okay, she buffed Aerith there, so that's good. Nice. This is looking good. There it goes. Okay, we're off at 112. Oh, and we made the kill just at the same time. All right, so yeah, so Yuffie's gear feels great. The long buffs are extremely effective. But as we can see, the if we're talking about just buffs, the other weapons being a higher base, and being able to put Yuffie's weapons in the subs of those characters, of course, it's going to apply to debuffs and everything. I don't know if that's a reason for you to skip her gear, you know, because it's kind of like cope, but at the same time, I actually got a higher number out of Glenn's buff duration with those two weapons in the subs. So that could be some key info for anyone out there deciding whether to pull on her gear or not. Now keep in mind that she's going to keep getting amazing debuff weapons, and you're always going to have that gear to extend the breaches and everything she has. But the banners are so hard to keep up with in this game. If you need a reason to skip, well, we have those effects on other characters, and you could always put her weapons in the subs. And hopefully this demonstration helps you decide whether to go for it or not. I'm pretty impressed with the results of putting her weapons in the subs of Glenn. Of course, he can cast a defense break too, and that's going to get extended. And in any case, this new R ability is so awesome. And that's going to be it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that was helpful, and I will see you in the next one.